as we move closer to our march.
Thank you all for being out here. Somebody asked me to say the name of our brother Danny Schechter, so I'm going to say that. And go out and critique and analyze and protest and make the media the way that he would want you to. And we will all be better off. That young man that was attacked by police in my town of Charlottesville at the University of Virginia this week was seen and felt and understood by everyone around him. It was an act of racism and an act of militarism. The police now are trained by the Homeland Security Department, armed by the Pentagon. This is militarism come home, but people see it. They feel it. They see it up close. It doesn't look like soldiers getting on a plane and going to disappear in a distant foreign land looks. It doesn't look like someone sitting at a desk pushing a button looks. It doesn't look like this president on Tuesdays in that house going through a list of men, women, and children, picking which ones to have murdered and having them murdered with a push of a button by someone else at his command. And people don't know that. You talk to tourists around this square, and it's not that they approve of these one-sided slaughters that we call wars, of these drone murders without knowledge, without Congress, without law, without justification other than the name Democratic Party. They don't know because they choose not to know, so you have to tell them. You all are the people who actually oppose war regardless of party and seek out knowledge because you found out about this and you're here. The Wall Street Journal 2 days ago had a column proposing that moving forward, we're going to have drone aircraft carriers that are going to release countless numbers of smaller drones that are going to not just kill people, but impose also targeted hurting, which means instead of killing the person you're after, which God knows they can't do anyway, killing that person's loved ones and neighbors until you've hurt them enough with your killing. And they're selling this technology to every nation on Earth. And you've got drones seen flying around nuclear power plants in France. These madmen and mad women are going to kill us all with war making if we don't put a stop to this, if we don't change this. And this militarism is what this country does. It is the majority of what this country spends money on. It is what the person in this house sees as his or her primary job. Militarizing the world, selling the world weapons, launching wars around the world, attacking people around the world. And someday they're going to go so far as to get a war going with Iran that's seen as partisan, and people are going to be here with us. They're going to get a war going with Russia that people see as apocalyptic, and people are going to be here with us. Or they're going to put a Republican in that house, and people are going to give a fuck again. And we're going to be, I'm sorry Cindy didn't say it, I have to say it. Fuck these wars, my God. They're going to have a Republican in this house someday. They're going to have a white man in this house someday. There is going to be a day when people give a damn, and we're going to be organized, and we're going to be ready, and we're going to have strategic plans, and you all are going to be the core of a movement that is going to take the war-making leader on this planet, the United States, and turn it into a country with a culture of peace. And I'm going to be there with you, and it's going to be an honor, and I'm glad you're here today.